Hey there, so you're going to go to, you can search readyourbody.info and then click on the three lines on the top right and get support. Scroll down to the settings templates, then to the Justisse setting template, and then you'll have directions here. So you can download the template by clicking on this little blue click here. Then you download it onto your phone so that it's there. So then we have directions for if you're new or if you're not new. This video is for if you're new to the app and you haven't used it at all yet. So you follow these 5 steps. You install the app in the App Store, and then you download and save the template, which is what we did just before. Then you're actually going to want to go to your app. This is what it looks like. You're going to click on Menu in the bottom left, then Database, and then Import. And then if you scroll down, it should say Import Settings, JSON. And so then it takes a minute. Step 5 is to wait for the import to complete, but then you are good to start using your app. So let's head over to the app. Now that it's downloaded, it'll look like this. If you click on Data, then you have where you can enter all of your data. We have our stamps at the top. So we've got red for bleeding, a little spotting thing, green for dry, non-peak violet, peak purple, yellow. You're probably not using yellow. If you are, we'll talk about it in one-on-ones. A spot for your 1, 2, 3, if there's a count of 3. You can highlight green and spotting and purple. You can highlight 2 at a time if that's applicable. And then on days when you start a new cycle, so the first day that you bleed, you're going to click that little blue check mark. That's going to be the first day. So sensation, you can write down D, S, or L. Dry, smooth, or lubricative. Consistency, this is where they want your number. So for today, let's say it's dry. No, let's say it's smooth. So for consistency, that's where they want the number, 2 through 10. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you'll want to reference the guidebook or reach out to me. So yeah, we can do 6. We'll do 6 with a P. So if there is a consistency, if there is a texture that isn't just the normal stretchy or that, was on your fingers, if it was pasty or gummy, then you'll want to include it here. So let's put a 6 for today, keep it simple. And then color, C for clear, C for cloudy, K for clear, B for brown, R for red, Y for yellow. Whatever you're seeing, you're going to write down. And how many times a day did you see it? 1, 2, 3, or was it more than that? We'd call that all day, AD. Then if there was bleeding, you'll write that down. How much? Heavy, moderate, light, very light. Point of change, we'll talk about one-on-one. Disturbances, you can make a little note here for. Temperature, you have a spot to write down what the temperature was, what time you took it, and if it was disturbed. You're not going to want to use the interpretation here. Cervix, you can write down hard through soft, closed through open, like low through high. And then intimacy, you can mark any of those if they are applicable. And then a spot for notes at the bottom. And so if you go to, these are like other things that you can add on. I like to keep it simple in the beginning. But if you go to chart, let me fix my chart. Today was not the first day of my cycle. So I deselect that. Here I am. I'm on day 7. I'm missing a stamp for today. Let me go back and add in the stamp. Good. And so if you want to add in your baseline, I'm not ready for my baseline yet because I have not seen a temperature rise. But if you're ready for your baseline, you'll go to the top left, that little graph space, and you'll type in where you want the baseline to be. And if you want to export, I went back to the screen and clicked on the top right. You can export the current chart. You can export all charts. It automatically deselects intimacy. So if you want someone to see your intimacy, like if you're sending me the charts, for example, you'll want to select that. Then it gives you options to send it airdrop, email, TikTok. I like email if you're sending it to me. Yeah, so now we can look at an example chart. This is my chart. It is in no means perfect in terms of cycle parameters, but the method is done correctly. Um, so yeah, I will leave this up so you can look at it as an example if it is helpful to you. Yeah, you can reference this. I also have lots of resources available. If you have any questions for me about the app, about charting, if you want to work with me more in depth, you can reach me at my website, mysticfemininefertility.com, or on Instagram or TikTok. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I really do hope that this was helpful, and I look forward to connecting more in the future.